Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 4 of our Medieval Dynasty Season 2, or Season 3 rather, on the new map. Today we're going to try to get, hopefully, an extraction shed up and some more villagers to help with some things around the little mini outpost that we've got. Once I've got some things automated like food supply and get some stones and some wood coming in, we're going to see about possibly trying to get some cabbage planted before the season's over, and possibly getting ourselves set up near a mine somewhere. But we will see just how far we get. If you learned anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and load in. Alrighty, here we go. There's our one lone villager out in front of his house. Traps are good. Now, we did get some of our buildings built up. We haven't done much with this guy, is the sewing hut. That we're definitely going to want. We'll want this too, eventually. But that one's not super priority because we've got one over here. Let's see. Our health is not doing great. And food is probably an issue. Let's go ahead and drop a quick save. I don't know why our health is so low. I know we died, but I thought that we got most of it back. I don't know what happened there. But we are going to need a bunch of stones. We're also going to need another house. Or two. And we have them placed, we just need to build them up. And they are tier 2 houses, so they are going to require a fairly large amount of stone. I was really hoping to wait on the houses until we had something set up near a, No, I actually need your meat, little buddy. Sorry. I was hoping to, wait on the houses until we got something set up near one of the caves so that we could get the rock from mining the copper. But, I don't think that's going to work out. I think we're going to need them sooner rather than later. Also, why did that simple house... Oh, that's his house. But why did the door swing when there's nobody here? That was creepy. I don't like that. Yeah, we've pretty much picked the area clean on rocks as part of the problem. Something that we could do is try and get that cabbage planted first. That's probably not going to hurt. I'm actually going to drop these rocks that we just grabbed here. So let's see what we can do for, 3 buckets on us for sale. Let's see what we can do with the, money that we have as far as getting some cabbage planted. So I think that's going to be super important. So we can come down here. And this is why I want to get the other one up and running soon, because I don't want to have to run all the way down here, carve them up, and then run all the way back to craft something out of them. But we'll do what we have to. It's not a huge deal. Do-do-do. All right. All right, so that'll give us some money. Did we make any, we have 7 feathers. Did we make any, what's its 2? We got some wine bottles we could sell, and some wooden bolts. Yes, we did. Alright, now I don't think there's an entrance on this side. I think we're actually on the complete wrong side for an entrance. Oh wow! That actually goes over our head when we're female. We are just short enough that we cannot walk in the deepest parts like you do as a male. Interesting. Thankfully, there was no breath meter or anything, so we don't have to worry about that. I feel like they changed the music up a little bit, and for the better. Yeah, sometimes there's birds there. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter. We don't have the bow anyway. We're down to our last spear, too. So it's probably for the best that there weren't any there. Now, I believe this guy over here in the red had seeds. I could be wrong on that, though. But let's at least sell off what we've got. We're going to sell like half of this. And we're going to sell all but 2 of these. Sell off these, because they were found, loot, and all of those. So we're at 1441, if we pull up our handy-dandy calculator. Because we don't have any fertilizer yet, so we're going to have to buy the fertilizer as well as he is not the guy with the seeds. Oh yeah, he is. I would love to buy some flax seeds, but that's not happening. So fertilizer costs 4.5. So 4.5 plus cabbage seeds are 7.5. 7.5, so that's 12 total. So if we take 1,441 divided by 12, we get 120. We can carry 100, well, we can plant 120 of each of these. Perfect.
Prices so see you around.
No refunds. And I don't care that it's been less than 2 hours. These days.
Alright, now we are going to do one thing though. We are going to customize our game back to 3-day seasons. 2, 3, 4. Which is default. That way we can actually progress through fall and winter. Because there's not a terrible lot going on during winter. But we could grow some rye in fall, but I don't know if it's really going to be worth the effort or not. I feel like we'd be better pressed making money. Which rye would give us a little bit of money, but not really enough to be worth it. It would have been nice to get some flax done on Season 1. I'm a little sad that we didn't, but I'm not sad that we got to go exploring. I feel like that was a worthy use of our time. We really need to get our extraction up a little bit higher, too. As well as we need more logs. We always need more logs. Till we don't. Somewhere between the mid and the late game, you go from still needing more logs to, now I have all the logs in the world and nothing to do with them. Please take my logs. But we are still a long way from that. Some extra sticks probably wouldn't hurt either. We know we're going to need the rocks. I really need to stop picking shit up. We're already overburdened. Hey, Steven and Jackie. What's going on, guys? Sounds like a little nuance the programmers didn't think of. Drowning, right? Well, you're not supposed to be able to drown. If you check the first map with Racemir, there was nowhere deep enough for his head to go under. And they did animate the animals to lift their head. Hey, James. But there was nowhere deep enough for him to actually go under. So I think the character model being slightly shorter makes your head go under, but they still didn't want swimming to be a mechanic. At least that's my theory. I might just be giving them a pass, but I mean, it is what it is. Alright, so let's take our tools. We're going to put our bags in 8, and we're going to put our hoe in 7. It's already there. So 8. We got to fertilize first. I'm glad I left 2 of the fields here. And at 120, we're going to get a field in almost a, well, I guess almost a quarter. Now, it's easiest if you crab walk here and keep yourself pointed at a cardinal, like we're pointed at west. I feel like there's less of a stutter when you do the action if you walk sideways than there is if you walk forwards. There's a bit of a pause kind of thing if you're going forwards that is not there when you're going sideways, But also, if you keep yourself pointed at a cardinal, you don't have to worry about slowly inching forward or back to throw off your aim partway through the field. And Lord knows I have fertilized plenty of fields in this game. That sounds about right. Hopefully this will get us down to the pigs. I know we can't afford them yet, especially since we just blew all of our money. But if we can get down to the pigs, that will give us the option for fertilizer much, much sooner than otherwise anticipated, which is always for the best. I do want to get us another, hopefully before season change, another extractor. We'll put them on the well until such a time as we get to where we can make the extraction shed and get them on stones. I really want to get some producers so that we can start getting food made. This is going to be way more cabbage than we need for our tiny little village, so I'm hoping to use some of it to make fertilizer. That's the big plan here. Not to mention the extra seeds will help us to plant further fields later. So, looking at the amount of seeds that he has, we're not going to be able to plant 2 full fields of flax on the beginning of year 2. He just doesn't have 200 seeds. So it looks like we're going to have to buy as many as we can each season to build up. But I would rather spend that money on recipes right now. So we may just have to grow our own seeds and just sell less. Kind of a thing. Hey, Uncle Hat. Why you wear thick leather gloves all year round? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we bought leather gloves yet. That's something else that I need to do is finish off our winter outfits. So we are still missing a couple of pieces. I think we still need a tunic and gloves. But I wanted to make sure to get this done this season so that we have some cabbage that we can use for rot and or food. Although I didn't leave us enough coins to buy the potage recipe because I did not think that all the way through. Oh, this is probably one of the most tedious tasks in the game. It's cathartic after a shit day at work, but it's tedious any other time. I forgot how nice it is to have village people to do this for you. So it was really nice to just make stuff out of the stuff that they got for us and not have to actually go get it. Alright, we're a little close to the edge there. There we go. Alright, last row. Then we get to do it all one more time with the hoe. And the village people just reach right and spread it out. I had a reference in Season 2 about the village people that I don't think anybody got. About how you can always use more village people, and I said, actually, that's not true. Nobody wants more of the village people. Alright. Quick rundown of this, then we can seed, and then we can be on about better, bigger and better things. Oh. Wish we could use food items or herbalist gatherables to dye our clothing. I absolutely agree. I really wish that we could dye clothing. I also wish that we could get some leather clothing. That would make me very, very happy. I thought we had some logs. Did I throw them all in storage? You can't have too many village people if you're building a gym. Right? Oh, we're starting to get dirty there. Oh yeah, look at that. You have to do something else before it starts with the, Whoops. Tech tree, farming, henhouse. Next is the pigsty. We might get there. We're pretty far in. I feel like 2 hoes might not have been enough. Right? I think it's the whole no armor thing, but I feel like leather wouldn't have been out of place. I mean, we're a hunter-gathering society at this point. And farming. I get that these guys, even though we have smithies and we're making tools and things, that we would not be making plate mail. I get that. That makes sense. But we would be making leather armor to protect us from the animals. Your real-life buckskin coat kept you quite warm, right? Well, there's a reason they used to wear fur. It's no joke. Most of the synthetics that we have now are built to emulate fur without having to, you know, murderize animals. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. We should have made 3. And we're dirty. Yeah, just keep going until it breaks. You can get a breather while we go get more. One more should do it. Oh, farming level. That's always helpful. Let's see, we put 1 in skilled farmer. Now we get whistleblower. As we're heading down towards the donkey. I think donkey's right after pig, isn't it? Yeah! Then we're really in business. Spent 3 years doing rendezvous events selling long coats. Used porcupine quill to work on them even. That's kind of cool. The porcupine quill is a needle, I'm assuming? For the stitching and what have you? Awesome. Ooh, I don't know that we're going to get much else done this summer. Other than the planting. Looking at the time. This is going to be close. I'm not even sure we're going to get the planting done. flatten them, dyed they're used to make the patterns and act as partial armor. Nice. Oh man, cabbage seeds look gross in the bag. They fixed the model a little bit. It still kind of looks like a JPEG that was cut to shape, but it feels like they spent a little bit more time getting the shape a little better. Looking at the bag in your hand. The flax seeds look like bloodworms, like you would feed to fish. Whoops. I think, though, that this season we will actually take the time to name the houses so that we don't have as much confusion when we're trying to rearrange people as we did last season. And I think starting to name them from the early game is going to really help. We were struggling towards the end of Season 2 with trying to figure out where the hell people were going to wind up. Oh yeah, that makes sense. And that's why a lot of your gladiators had armor on the left arm but not the right. That way you have the freedom of movement for your weapon arm, but you had some kind of extra defense on your offhand. Yeah, we might skip over oats for this season. I mean, we can't actually do anything with the flour anyway, so it wouldn't really be money. Now, the cabbage seeds didn't used to be worth much. I don't know how they're going to shake out now. We'll see. It got to the point where we didn't even bother to sell our cabbage seeds in the and the 1.0 version, just because they weren't worth the weight to carry to sell. But, I mean, we bought them at 7.5 a piece. I don't know. I mean, right now we're scrounging, so we probably will at least for a season or two. Or a year or two, rather. Although, realistically, since we're not going for 1,000,000 coins anymore, we already have that, we really don't need that much money to function. A couple grand is probably plenty. Especially since we more or less make everything self-sufficient anyway. Oh! Apparently we missed some. Oh, good timing. Yeah, it would have been really nice to get flax in, but it is what it is. This will still help. As we really don't need this much cabbage, so we'll be able to toss quite a bit of it into making fertilizer, into intentionally rotting. I mean, one field and then a second field every other year was enough to easily feed our village in Season 1. And we had, what, close to 80 people. So doing a field and a quarter, now when there's only one villager, most of this can go into rot for fertilizing our field for when we need the flax. So I think that'll give us a huge head start in being able to afford, what's it? Seed. Alright, so let's throw these bags back in here. And we broke our hoe, so that's not a big deal. Let's... We don't have any coin. Hey, there's our pigsty. Excellent. We can't afford any pigs just yet, but we've got the pigsty unlocked. Alright, I'm gonna go see what they've got in the village over here, the little hobo campfire, and see if we can't get a female extractor to pair with this male. Because as we continue to build, we're gonna unlock the, what's it next? Extraction hut. And we want that to give us stones to help us build faster. And we want somebody in it to actually be able to get said stones. I think that's next. Yep, excavation shed. Oh, we're really close. We're only like 70 points away. Alright, are one of you guys a female extractor?
Have you ever done any quest for the
No.
king?
No. We have a male extractor, but we don't have anywhere for him. And we don't have nearly enough stone to build up that house. Shit.
Is that your blood you're covered with? Or someone else's?
Can't it be both? Oh, she's only got a 2, but she's got a 3 in production. Same.
Hello.
Hello! It's not the best pairing, but honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. Wait, we got 2, didn't we? Nope, just 1. Alright, Canuta. We're gonna put her in the well for now. We don't have a well yet. Alright, I don't know what we're gonna do with her right now. I feel like I may have jumped the gun a little bit on that one. Let's not give her a job right away and go build a well. I mean, worst case scenario, she can be our cook. If we can find another person that's got extraction. And there were 2 males over there that did. I don't know if they're going to recycle on the season change. They had a tendency to do that before. I don't know if they still will or not. But we need to get these houses up before we can do anything with any other people. Having a cook would be nice. Then we can just throw the raw meat in there and let her deal with it. Yeah, it's really delayed on those pop-ups, isn't it? How do you stop your villagers from making salted meat and make dried meat? You have 2 hunters, but see no management option for anything but drying, yet they make it all salted. It shouldn't be coming out salted. It should be coming out just as meat. We'll have to see when we get a hunter, but I have not had that issue. I've just got them pulling regular meat. You should have to have salt to get salted meat. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That's probably not enough. Yeah, that's definitely not enough. Oh no! Oh shit. Well, poop. That was a waste of sticks and logs because we had to destroy it. I'm more sad about the logs than anything, though. Alright, well, there's a start. So let's go ahead and grab... I'm wondering if we'll be cold in fall. If they got more serious about the temperatures. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, man. Alright, you know what? Let's see how this works. Yay! Did our deer respawn? No. No, I think we broke the deer spawn. But we got our full health back. That's gonna be huge. Rocks. We do still have some rabbits off over the other way that we can do something with. And some deer over here. Off over that way. That's a stick. There we go. Now the downside is we don't really have a good bow to do anything with said deer. Did we ever fix our arrows? Do we have any arrows? We do. There we go. Couple rabbits. It wouldn't hurt us to get a little bit of extra meat. Lord knows we are going to need it. What you doing, tree? We're just gonna screenshot that. We did okay all summer without a flat hat. Alright, there we go. Now, somebody in comments had told me that there was a 500 coin pouch on top of this house over here. Which is the main reason we're coming over here, because we're gonna need those coins. because we missed out on flax. Yeah, that's why I backed up when I swung at it, because I expected it to. Where is that broken down house? I thought it was over here. Maybe it's up further? Here's the clay. Why are both these rabbits dead? That's mildly frightening. I don't see anything else over here either. That's, yeah, fox maybe, but I don't see him. Also, we were supposed to have deer over here. These rocks are for the house. Oh. Broadleaf plantain never hurt anybody. In fact, quite the opposite. Alright, so supposedly when we were over here, oh, there's the deer. We missed a pouch worth a chunk of coins up on a roof. Do these respawn? No. That was wishful thinking. Up on the roof. I'm not seeing a way to get to the roof. Unless it's this roof? Oh, hello! Well, a coin pouch that is not, but that was still worth getting. Exploit temp labor. Fill all jobs despite not having housing until minus 100% happiness. Keep the best and get rid of the ones with level 1 and in 3+ skills. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea there, Steven. Oh. Aha, we are on the roof now. Oh-ho! Yeah, 500 coins on the damn roof. They were absolutely right. Excellent. So yeah, everybody. And a bronze axe to boot. I would love to take one of those deer, but one, we're starting to get overburdened, which means we're slower. And two, we only have wooden spears right now, and while I seem to be doing better with a spear than a bow, I don't know that our 5 spears is enough to drop a deer. Especially because we know there's going to be some misses. I mean, it's me. I want to try and get one of these houses done, though, so that we can get that gal moved out of his house. And into one of these. We also need to pick our cabbage. That's going to be important. Well, I do believe that that is all of the stones that we needed for at least one house. So the rest of these we'll put into storage for now. Oh, we could do this. You get crafting stuff so you can make better spears. Yeah. You actually got a villager quest to build a house? That's awesome. Alright, hey, we got enough feathers from chopping trees that we can make some more of those to sell as well. Right. I needed logs and I need to put stones away. No, let's just take them all. It's probably still not going to be enough. Oh, and there's that. Okay, so we need 6 times 8 logs, and we have 2. That is not enough. So I normally would make something out of those, but we're just going to put them back because we know that we're going to need them to finish off that roof. And, no, shit. I wonder if that's enough to make the, 6. We need 1 more log for that. Damn. Well, he may have chopped another one in the interim. Yes, he did. So we can at least make our bath. Or not a... No, I didn't want to make the bath. I wanted to make the, that. I wanted to make the that. Alright, how's that look on the side now? Well, shit. Alright, now we do need to make... at least get a couple more stones to make another couple of axes for them, because dude is on his last axe already. The durability reductions really hurt. They reduced everything's durability. To the point that when I loaded up our Season 2 game, some of our items were over 100% durability because of the reduction. Because it kept its old value. So it was over 100% durability because it was its old used value was still higher than what they are now. I want to see your husband rocking the baby. And do they give you the quest like a wife does? I don't know. That's the whole reason that we made the female character, was to find out. Alright, 8 should at least last him this season. Alright, we still need to do something with this cabbage. Well, I was going to put down some, the bins to rot this stuff faster, but, we don't have enough wood for it right now, so... For now, we're just gonna stash this. And see how far we get on the seeds. There. Definitely an adjustment to some of the nerfs, especially single player, right? 4-person multiplayer could thrive easier sharing XP and resources. As far as I know, you don't actually share XP. You share tech points, but not XP. It's very difficult playing with somebody who's new to the game when you are not, because we were running around and I had a bunch of levels and was trying to explain to him how I got them, and we'd already done most of the stuff that we needed to do for the season, so that was problematic. But yes, the nerfs are definitely an adjustment, and not all of them are nerfs. I mean, some things got buffed. So, and honestly, the addition of extra challenge isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm not one to... I don't like games that are hard just for the sake of being hard, but I don't feel like that's the case here. I feel like it was made to be realistically more challenging instead of... We had basically optimized this game down to the point where it was barely even fun anymore, as it didn't take hardly any time at all to get everything up. For those of us that knew what we were doing. I mean, new players, it's a hell of a learning curve for new players, but for the veterans, this is kind of nice. It is kind of weird not to be able to buy basically whatever I want by, you know, the end of year 1, though. And I think if we'd taken the time to get the flaxseed up, flaxfield up right away, then we probably would have been able to do that. But I wanted to explore, and I'm not sorry we did it the way we did it. Alright, so that's enough for 2 fields, and then a little bit extra. So it looks like they have a price of 5 now, which I believe is higher. Really? I used all the sticks? What you doing? Oh right, we didn't give her a job. That one's on me. I was hoping there'd be some sticks over here. There's some sticks up here? No? There's some over here. There we go. So we need, what, 20? Yeah. Three more? This might do it. Yeah. Well, that was a rock. And a plantain. Of course, now I'm seeing rocks everywhere. Crap, now we need more sticks. Let's make these before I make something else and regret it. Alright, can we at least make the bird trap? No. No, we cannot. Alright, well, let's take these to sell. Since we seem to be doing okay with our temperature, I'm not too worried about that. Okay. No birds. I think they got tired of getting killed in the streets. Oh.
With two large hunches on their backs. Is that true? How can I?
Yeah, tech, but not XP, yeah. So let's come on down and sell off these guys. So what are we at now? We're at 547. I don't know that that's enough to buy anything from the clothing dealer.
Hurry!
So I think we still need a tunic or a quilted vest. Like a simple tunic. And thick leather gloves. I want to check and see... Oh, not a simple tunic, a regular tunic maybe. I want to see what we've got though. Because I'd hate to pay that much money for something only to find out that we already had one. But we needed the money because now we need to buy the pottage recipe and the bowl recipe. And then we can start having actual food. Alright, there's a good start. That'll at least get us a handful of bowls. And we do have a little bit of meat. Not as much as I'd hope, but we do have some. And we need to get our traps back down.
Do what they say, but do not get too close to them.
Let's... Is this our house or his house? That's our house. So you know what? Let's manage. I want to rename it. I know there's a way to rename it. I just have to remember how we did it. Custom name, there it is. Okay, so then we'll rename this one Overflow. Wait, we have another simple house? Oh no, it's not quite done yet. Can we name it early? We can. No, that wasn't field 3, that was field 1. There we go. So that'll make life a little bit easier. Let's take bowls. We're going to make 3. So that should give us 15, which will last quite a while. At this stage, that'll last quite a while, I should say. And then for the others, we can throw them into the well. Hey. Alright, so for temporarily, we can have... Oh, shit! Their age difference is horrendous. I did not realize how bad that was. No wonder she's unhappy. Alright, you're gonna work in the woodshed until we can get the, not the woodshed, the well. Until we can get the, well, she's production, though. So I don't know that we're gonna move her. Alright, cauldron, potage. That is a whole lot of cabbage. Alright, so if we put our meat in here... I don't want to put the potage in there right away. Because I really, really, really don't want them to eat all of the potage. Eventually, sure, but right now I want the potage for us. Alright, so let's... How far can we get with... buildings... extraction... excavation shed... Alright, so we should have some stones that we can throw back in now, yep. And we can grab the logs. Crap. So we'll need 32 of this, and we are going to have to get some more logs. That's alright though, our extraction's not capped yet, and that's going to increase our carry weight, so... We're still quite a ways from having it capped though. And we still haven't made it to a mine, which I was really hoping to do tonight, and it looks like we're not quite going to make it that far. I would like to go see what other hobos we have though. Alright, so we need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 logs, and we should be good to go. I think getting some extra logs is probably not a terrible idea because I believe that that's what we need for the pickaxe. It might be sticks, but I think it's logs. Let's, yeah, it's logs. 2... 3... I don't think we're going to be able to carry 5 more logs, but we can at least grab a couple. trying to move the calculator. Oh, we were only 2 shy. That's 1 birch. There's gotta be a birch nearby. I really like that rock. It's nice that we can see it from the village. It looks like there's grass growing on top, though. I kind of wish we could get up there to see it. I suppose we could always use, what's that, picture mode, but... Oh, logs float now! That's exciting. Alright, so we'll put her over here, gathering rocks, and that'll help us get the other house done too. But we are going to need to... Ah, crap. Yeah. Okay, putting her there is kind of pointless because we don't have any logs to make her tools. So we might wait just a little bit. You know what? I see a stump over here. Is that the only one? We get the rest? I think so. I wouldn't mind building a pigsty, but I don't know that we can afford them for a little bit yet, so... I feel like building the sty is a bit of a waste. I would really, really, really like to get the houses done and that stuff automated so that when we go to get some copper, we don't have to worry so much about having materials when we get back. Oh, maybe let's not make 5. Maybe let's make 3. Alright, so we can throw the logs in here. And we can throw the stones in here. I can count. There we go. Go into management. We can move Canuta from the well to the excavation shed. Yes. And we can come over here and... Oh! The excavation shed can do copper now? That's new! Okay, that's not a nerf, guys. That's a huge friggin' buff. Because you used to have to wait until you had the mine to get copper ore. Shit. That kind of throws a kink in my plans, though. This is not going to gather very many rocks. Okay, it doesn't gather very much copper. Well, 10 rocks a day is better than none. That's not a lot of copper, though, to be completely honest. I almost feel like we'd be better off just putting it all in towards stone. And some of it, I mean, her skill level's 2, and there's only 1 out of 2 people here. So those are also playing into the values here. But those are not good values. But the fact that you can get any copper at all without having been to a mine is phenomenal. Did I not build... Did we not put the traps back up? No, I completely forgot to put the traps back up. Animals cost way less? That would be fantastic. Because animals used to cost a ridiculous amount. Which is going to make wool that much more overpowered, just saying. Although you do have to get pretty far down there to get to it, but... Wool was already pretty overpowered, but if the animals are cheaper, that's just going to make it that much worse. And since they re-implemented the pausing when you hit your menu, broadleaf has become very useful in the early game again. I need one more stick is what we're looking for out here. Aha. Alright, so we've got some crap for sale. We can't sell anything during the night. We have to go so far for logs at this point, it's not even funny. Pretty much equidistance all the way around. But I guess that's a thing that we can do. Yeah, I don't think we're actually going to... Chickens can be purchased for less than 100 coins, and horses around half the cost. Oh my god. That's a massive difference. So no more 1,600 coin piggies? Let's not die to a tree again. That was the first time last Monday. The first time I have ever died to a tree in this game. I've been hit by several, but that's the first time it's ever actually gotten me. I can't believe we survived the wolves and the pigs and all the shenanigans, only to die to a tree shortly thereafter trying to replenish spears. It was good to find out, though, that there's not really any penalty for death anymore. Because it used to be, like, basically a hardcore game. You would have to load your game. So to not have to sweat that was kind of nice. This isn't going to be nearly enough logs, is it? Why'd I have to go for the nice roofs? I think this, combined with the two that we put back, is going to be barely enough for 2 panels. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Yeah, this is 24 and they're 12 each panel. This is only 2 panels worth. Oh, that's depressing. And then we've still got this whole house over here to build. That one will eventually be for farmers. That's why it's right up against the fields. But for now, it'll just get, just give us a little bit more space to branch out. Get some more people in the village. So I would like somebody cooking. I would like somebody running that. I want to get this finished. I'd love to get some people in the field, but I think we're going to actually wind up having to wait a couple of seasons for that. I don't think that's going to be anything that we get in the near future. Okay. Right, tech. What did we unlock? Excavation shed. Nothing worth having. Nothing worth having. Okay. So it's all look stuff, and we will break into that later. But I want to wait until we're self-sufficient before we start spending coins. This is, we still have quite a few recipes that we're going to need. How many coins do we have now? 300? And what's our taxes? 187. Yeah, throwing all these buildings up certainly didn't help our tax situation, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. We were going to need them. We need to get started on quests at some point, too, because I want to see what the factions are all about. I wish I'd realized there were birds right there. That would have been free meat and feathers. Oh boy. Yeah, this area was not great for logs, that's for sure. It might have actually been better to wait until we unlock the donkey to start hauling all these logs back. Just kind of pass the seasons until we get to flax. I like the, dark, creepy music at night. That's kind of cool. I kind of feel like we're about to be attacked, though. They definitely upped the ambiance a little bit. I completely lost track of how many logs we have. I know it's nowhere near enough, but I was keeping track and then I lost it. 24? Well, that's feathers. 14. Well, that's enough for 2 more panels. I think if we can get 18 logs, we should be okay. I think that'll be enough to finish off that house. And then we can go see what else we've got over here for new villagers. Because they should have reset, or restocked rather, at the season change. I have to run at an angle because of how overburdened we are. Alright. So that gave us 36 planks, which should be enough for 3 panels. I hope that's enough. That's not enough. We're going to wind up 1 shy. I thought that was exactly enough, and it's not. So we still need 6 more logs. This is ridiculous. I forgot how rough the early game was for materials. Of course, they're not harvesting as much as they used to, and that's certainly not helping. I feel like I should have turned character breathing off. I have a tendency to run the stamina all the way down, and that gets really annoying really quickly. Oh. I figured a couple of extra logs couldn't hurt. We're gonna need them. We're always gonna need more. Alright, so we only need to run 6 of these through. Alrighty. Have a good night, man. We're only on for another 10 minutes or so anyway. I just wanted to get this house done before we stopped. No, Steven, if you run it all the way down, you just can't do anything that requires stamina until it regens back up. There we go. Alright, now we can move her over to that house. Ooh, hey. I didn't realize we got a crafting level. Sure, why not? Was it just the 1 point? Yeah, it's just the 1 point. Okay, so let's move her over to the new house. Wait a second, did it give me the option to move her in with me? I can move her into my house. Huh.
I should bring my relatives over. Maybe not cousin Matthias, though.
Huh. Alright, well that was random. And she doesn't want to talk to me right now, even though I just gave her a bigger house. I feel like if you buy a lady a house, or build a lady a house, she should at least have the decency to take some time to talk to you. Hey, there! It's telling me about my production level that we already had and have spent. Fantastic. I don't think we have enough sticks, but we might be able to get some more of these ready to go. Oh, no, that was yeah, oh yeah, we've got sticks for days. Okay. Alright, so we've got some more stuff that we can sell. We've got that up. So now we just need a wash basin. I don't remember. I don't think it's, what, 3 logs? Yeah. We might actually have enough logs for that. We put all the logs away. Yes, we do. So we still need to get the sewing hut up, too. That's going to be super important. I mean, not until we get the flax done, but it's going to be important. Really? I guess it's actually okay to put down a little bit further. So now we just need to borrow a bucket and fill her up. I would really like to go and get a recurve bow. The problem is we can't really afford one. And we can fix that, but we're going to be slacking in other areas to do so. And there we go. So now we've got a bath, we've got water income for them, we've got a place to make pottage for them, and ourselves. We've got cabbage galore in here, which we can intentionally burn some of that to make fertilizer, which will definitely be helpful. We've got some crap that we can sell. Yeah, we're starting to get there. So we're going to need another extractor to live with Dude, preferably female. And we're going to need another producer, preferably male, to live with her. And at some point we're going to have to build them another house as well. But I think we're well on our way here. We didn't get as much done as I'd hoped, but we did get the fields planted, which is super important. And we got one of the houses finished. And we got an excavation hut up. And we got some recipes. And we found a hidden bag of 500 coins that should be there for everybody. So that's exciting. think it was a pretty productive evening. Didn't get as far as I'd hoped, but we got further than we could have. We got a new villager. That's always fun. But yeah, it is about that time, guys. So we are going to stop here, I think. So if you learned anything useful tonight, or if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. And we will catch you next time, which will be Friday. Thanks for watching.